Alright, so we'll restart. This is pretty neat. Basically, this game is a SimCity inspired. I don't even want to use the word inspired, but like a SimCity flavored version of a train simulator. If it weren't for the idea of needing freight to build things, though, you really wouldn't even need trains. Alright, so we'll load up the save file. Which takes a minute. This is like the starting map. There's about 10 or 12 different maps, and this one's the one that everybody just starts with. So, initial impressions are there's a decent amount going on here. Big freight yards for storing building materials. Trains going. I never knew the airport had those green lights on it. I don't know that I've ever built the airport before. Another train going. There's these 3 little towns. The game starts off with like 3 little towns. There's this one down here, and then this one over here, that are like decently established to start with, and the idea is to connect them together and get them to spread. But yeah, whoever played this, they were familiar with the game. They weren't just having fun. If you look at the money, they have the most amount of money that you can have. So if you watch it go, make it go a little faster. If you watch it go day over day, they're making money each day. $100,000 this day. When it rolls over, their total doesn't go up. So they're at max money. I've never seen that before. And let's see. They own a lot. And if you look at this shows you all the businesses that you own. They don't own any rental buildings, interestingly enough. Those are usually like the most profitable things, I guess. But they don't. The department stores are pretty good too. They have a lot of those, a lot of restaurants. Everything they have is profitable. If you go to sell something, you can see if it's profitable or not. So everything makes money, but they're 24 years in. It's April 19th, 2024, which is interesting because that's the year we're in, coincidentally, I guess. And they don't have a very big population. That's not a big population. So I'm gonna imagine that they cheated. They did something. They cheated somehow. I don't know how. Maybe a gameshark to get maximum money. There's no way they made that much money this fast. But yeah, if you go underground, you can see at the bottom level they've got one train station all the way at the bottom, and not much else going on at the very bottom. The next level up, still underground. There's no stations, but there's tracks. And then at the top level, yeah. So I mean, it's interesting. But yeah, pretty cool. Whoever did this, I don't think they realized you could put freight underground. Like, it doesn't have to be at the top level. Like, you need those little squares to build anything, even for people to build their houses nearby. And you could put it like down here. The train, if you put freight yards down here, when the trains drop off freight, it'll go down here. And yeah, I mean, pretty neat to see. There's no real goal to the game. The goal of the game is not to go broke. Right? You lose all your money, it's game over. But as long as you don't lose your money, as long as you remain profitable or still have some money left over, you just keep doing what you're doing. There's no real way to win. You just don't want to lose. So this is the save file that was uploaded to the Reddit thread. And like I said, this is the starting map. If you go in here, there are others that you can load up. But, yeah, there's no... We'll just load one up. Yeah, there's no goal. Like, each scenario isn't something different. It's just a different level of layout, different theming. If you go to, like, oh, Germany. See, they have some of those those big rental buildings that I talked about, those high rises. They've got, pretty neat. It's a nice little time waster. The first map is one of the easiest because it's got so open. You can pretty much set it up however you want. You have a lot of extra land. Some of these scenarios, there's not so much land, which makes it harder. Because ultimately, you need to build a decent population. If you want to be able to make money, you need to have a decent amount of people. They spend the money at the businesses. See, this map has a lot of water. It's like covered in water. So that makes it difficult. There goes those green lights again. Like I said, I never noticed that. Nope. You can make the game go really fast. It'll run at max speed. You can't do anything, but time will elapse quickly if you do this. build something. Check and see how much money we have. Not too much. Good enough. Build. I don't know. Build a high rise. We want a big one. We want one of the doubles. $7 million. There we go. You see the little cranes on top there? And you speed it up. Let it go a couple months. It'll build further. But you need the freight. You gotta have the freight to build, so you gotta run it longer. There you go. See, it's building. As long as it's got freight over there, it'll build. It'll take a while. But eventually, it'll be full size. Pretty cool.